Boom, a boom, boom. He's Chef Track on the fast track. He's Chef Track on the fast track. He's shaking and baking and mixing and fixing nutritious meals, nutritious meals. He's Chef Track on the fast track. He's Chef Track on the fast track. His food is so good, good. His food is so good, good. His food is so good, good. Chef Track, Chef Track, Chef Track, Chef Track. His food is so good. Chef Track, Chef Track.
Hey, hey.
Hi, my name is Cheryl Davis, and I'm here at the Chef Check Show with Junior, my sister Dominique, and Butch.
Oh, yes. Hi, and welcome to the Chef Trek Adventure series. And we have the Chef Trek band. Hey, guys, how y'all feel? And then we also have our favorite chef, Delma Gill. And my name is Butch.
Faith, fun, food for friends and family. Enjoy faith, fun, food for friends and family. With Chef Trek, you will enjoy faith, fun, food for friends and family. Faith, fun, food for friends and family. Enjoy faith, fun, food for friends and family. With Chef Trek, you will. Welcome to the show. We've got a tasty, healthy meal.
Oh, yeah.
A 1, 2, 3 recipe by host Chef Del McGill. Faith, fun, food for friends and family. Faith, fun, food for friends and family. Enjoy faith, fun, food for friends and family. With Chef Trek, you will. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, stomp your feet, whatever you feel, for the host of Chef Trek, Chef Del McGill.
Who is that? Who is that? Chef. Oh, boy. Officer.
Sergio, why are you here?
Officer.
Sergio, we don't have to do this, my friend. Do not challenge me again, my friend. Next time. Welcome to another Chef Trek Adventure series. I am your host, Ricky Paul.
Wait, I'm confused. Where's the chef? Where are you? I don't know. Butch, where's the chef?
I'm just a shadow of myself.
Chef, pull yourself together. Pull yourself together, Chef.
I don't get it. Where's the chef?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to
All right,
look.
go see if I can find him.
I'm gonna have to call the people down the force. They might come and find him. Where is he at?
Here I am.
Huh?
Hi there, Ricky Paul. Now, what are we going to do here? As I can see what's going on, we're going to start the show. And we've got cucumbers. And we need a knife. Delmer, where's your knife?
Uh-oh.
Well, take it easy with that knife, Emma.
Come on, don't start, okay? Let's
can't
not
see.
start. Now we can get a close-up on these cucumbers. We will get it. And Viv,
So funny.
Can you truck in and get a close-up of these cucumbers? Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. And let's bring Vivian up with this image she's getting. And actually, we're having fun. Anyhow, this is what we call our potluck show. And Ricky Paul, can you come up here and talk to some people very briefly?
Chef, there you are.
While I return to some normalcy.
I'm
I'll be
glad.
right back.
All right.
Ricky, talk to people about what you've been doing in Philly Cam
Sure.
and who you are.
Why? Hi,
And
everybody.
I'll be
I'm
right
Ricky
back.
Paul. Glad to be here today with the chef. I just wish all of them was here. You get it? Hey, you guys are sounding great over there. You guys are always good. But anyway, welcome to Philly Cam and welcome to Chef Trek's show. We got Dominique and Cheryl and Junior over there. Hey! And of course, we got Butch. What kind of trouble are you up to, Butch?
Of trouble?
Yeah, I know you're always up to trouble.
Oh, no. Not me. I just wanted to say, welcome to the Chef Track Adventures series. And do I get a cookie?
Can you go get him a cookie?
I'll get you a cookie.
And I'll be right there.
I hope you don't have to call the police, though.
Yeah.
If I don't, I'm going to have to
Pardon me, sir.
Sure, I'll get the cookie.
Okay. Now that we've gone through this bit of nonsense.
Oh, boy.
Did I say nonsense, guys? Now that we've gone through this bit of nonsense, let's get things started. Mysteriously, some cucumbers were cut. I don't know nothing about it, but we are going to start things, and this is what we call a potluck show. What that means is, I have no idea what we're doing. We're starting with our salt, and we are using, Ricky, could you do me a favor?
Yes?
Camera one, could you go to our puppets, please?
Oh, yes.
Ricky's gonna, Butch, can Ricky give you your cookie today?
I don't care who
Or
gets
does
it.
it have to be me?
I don't care who gets it to me, as long as I
Okay.
get it.
Ricky, can you give him his cookie,
I
please?
sure can.
And I'm-
Butch, I got this delicious chocolate chip cookie for ya.
Boy, oh, I can taste it. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry.
Now, Ricky, did he bite you?
A little bit.
Usually he bites me.
I'm sorry.
Well, at
right.
least he's apologetical. Doggone puppet. Now that we can get back to some normalcy, and that's funny, there's nothing normal about this show, or what I call it, abby-normal. Okay, we've got some cucumbers here, only because I wanted to cut them, but like I said, a potluck show. We're starting up with heating up a pan. We're adding a bit of just regular blended oil, and our induction burners from our national sponsor, Health Craft Products of Tampa, Florida. So that would be our friends, the Knight family, Charles Knight, Leanne Knight, and their son David. Rockland Bakery from our local sponsor and our national sponsor, Health Craft Products. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And right now we're just gonna take one onion. Careful. How come you didn't say anything about this knife? Hey, Officer Bernard. This knife just swung in front of me and you didn't say a word. That's okay. It's okay.
You can't see it all.
He's a puppet. Neither one of y'all can see.
Sometime I think I can.
Yeah. Okay, now, as I said, we're gonna take an onion and we're just gonna do like a basic little slice and a dice and a chop. Nothing fancy, because it's what you want to do. So now I think I'm going to combine in this with our onions, some peppers, and I just love these little cutesy miniature sweet bell peppers. I just love them. I actually poached it, and I have made the poaching liquid or the stock from this as opposed to buying a stock. And you can buy stock. A lot of times your stocks are salty flavored water. Sometimes. But I mean, look, I have nothing against stocks, but it's so easy to make. This particular chicken was water, some parsley, fresh, garlic, and an assortment of nice little seasonings, which we did get some seasonings from our friends at Penzeys. We're dicing our chicken. And yes, we're dicing our chicken. And we're gonna figure out what else we're gonna add to this. And you can cut this any way you want. I'm just dicing it for the time being. We'll sit this back here in case we need it for something else. Hey Lou, it's butter.
Good paycheck this week.
Yes. Now, thus far we have salt, pepper, granulated garlic, chicken, onion, and red pepper. We have, and this is that same chicken stock that I spoke of. So we're gonna add our chick stock. And we might just go ahead and add all of this. We'll add them to this quick salad.
Watermelon man.
And I mean, what we have here is kale. No, we aren't gonna, we already started.
Man.
We have kale in here.
Chef, can I still tell that old joke about it?
You haven't told that joke yet. Come on, let's get with it, brother.
I might forget it.
Yes, I might forget it. Do we want Butch to tell a joke, folks? Yeah. All right, come on, Butch.
A man was driving along in his car.
Okay.
When his wife called him on the cell phone.
Okay.
She said, honey, be careful. I heard there's a man on the freeway riding the wrong way. The man replied, one? Are you kidding? It must be 500 of them.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Too much watermelon.
Yes. No, actually, I think his watermelon was spiked. Are there any more jokes from you guys? Come on, let's get them out the way now.
I think Officer Bernard might have one.
So, I need my little bowl. And here it is. We're taking our baguette, and we're just putting it in this bowl. Out on the beverage table, for those of you in our studio audience, you have probably seen some nice pastries. And what I always like to recommend, Rockland Bakery makes the best cornbread. So folks, please, if you haven't, when we get done with the show, please try some cornbread from our friends at Rockland Bakery. Delmer, what are we doing next? I have no idea, because as I said, this is a potluck show. We're moving to another pan. We're going to we did the scallion. We're going to do what we got here. We're going to do a bit of our rosemary olive oil. Once again, we're coming to potato land, which are there. We're going to let's do a red onion this time. We're going to do onion. We're going to do more peppers. And we're going to do our potatoes. And I do believe we will also include something else, because we're still deciding what we're going to do. So we know we have oil in the pan. We're going to increase our heat on our burners to its full capacity of 430 degrees right now. And we will keep an eye on it. We're using our induction burners. And I tell people the induction cooking is, I call it the new wave. But we're not doing that here. So that's a red onion. As I'm walking in circles. Fresh garlic this time. And we're gonna use like 2 cloves, 3 cloves. We'll put that over here. So we're adding this. We're adding this. We've got our onions and garlic. We're about to add our potatoes. Delmer. Now we did make some veg stock. But guess what? It's in the container marked veg stock. But we made veg stock. And we're adding that. Once again, we have kale that's been shredded and Brussels sprouts that have been Brussels sprouts that have been shredded. Can you say that? Brussels sprouts that have been shredded?
Brussels sprout has been spreaded.
What was that?
Brussels sprout has been spreaded.
Good enough. Did anybody know what he said? Okay.
You didn't hear me? I forgot.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, Brussels sprout.
Brussels sprouts that have been shredded.
Brussels sprout that has been spreaded. Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
look,
That's
look.
it. That's
Okay,
it.
that's good enough.
That's it.
Chef Lorenzo, later on, maybe you could tell him how to pronounce food names. Not now, but later.
Okay.
Okay, we've got some of our little kale and shredded Brussels sprouts. We're gonna put this back over here for the time being. We're gonna give a stir, we're gonna give a stir, we're gonna give a stir. And we're gonna cover that. Now, our last application here will be something. And what haven't we done yet, Delmer? I don't know. Oh, let's do something with those tomatoes. We have tomatoes, and we have olives. And we have some romaine lettuce. Interesting. Have no idea, but it's okay. All righty. We're going to switch up our burners again. And we will do something with these tomatoes. Is that from the man from La Mancha? The Impossible Dream? Get out of here! I didn't know you guys knew that. Come on, let's get with it. Let's get with it. Oh, no. Didn't we do that with Zach? We were blessed to have members of the Greater Overbrook String Band, and that's what they played. Our friend Zach from the string band, which I found out he's with another string band, but we have to get one of the string bands back on the show. Now, we're going to, we'll deal with our regular oil again. And we're just going to do something quick with some tomatoes and onions and peppers. Why not? And let's go with this, and this. Now, and I know if I only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I lay to my rest. Come on, if you're gonna cut it through. Look at me, 2 at a time. And ooh, there are those who fly from the highest heights on the wings they carry. One day you're gonna surprise me, right? One day you're gonna surprise me with a song. But in the meantime, it's okay. Now, once again, a bit of black pepper, granulated garlic again, our salt, and this time from our friends at Penzeys, we're adding our bouquet garni. And once again, this is another one of their salt-free situations. And we're going to go back with our veg stock again. And let's add a little fresh herb to that. We did parsley before. Let's do our cilantro this time. In other words, please be true. Or, in other words, folks, we love you. All right. Now. We're going to come back to our rice, which we have done. And we're going to go back. Our rice has been heated. Many of us had that wonderful grandmother or aunt or neighbor who always made a coconut cake with pineapple filling. I grew up. Those of you that follow the show, I always talk about Laura Jane Brown. My grandmother, long since been called home, but between my mother, Laura Steengill, and Laura Jane Brown, those are the ones that as a young kid, the youngest of 4 kids, was always in the kitchen with my grandmother and my mother. So henceforth, they're the ones that got me doing what I'm doing. Of course, God, of course. But I always remembered these cakes that my grandmother and mother always made. And then what I found from Rockland, I wanted to say, when did y'all get my grandmother's recipe? But I want all of us to try this. I'm going to do a slice and just take it out. Delma, where you going to put this?
With me.
Oh, hush up. Right now, we're going to put it right here because I don't have a plate. But, Viv, come on in here and let them see this cake. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Rockland Bakery, New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Look, folks, you got to try it. You're going to say, that tastes just as good as my grandma's. Okay. We have our rice, brown rice. We have our tomatoes, peppers, onions, and herb. We have our protein or our meat item, and that's our chicken, and that is our white beans, our chicken, our herbs, our peppers, our onions, our garlic. Another vegetarian thing, we have, what was that again? Shredded Brussels sprouts and kale with potatoes and some onions. And from Rockland, and speaking of Rockland, hey, let's throw in our apple pie. So we have our apple pie and a bunch of things. There's rolls, there's cornbread, all kinds of stuff out front. Gentlemen, let's take them home. Once again, thank you, folks. It's another Chef Trek adventure on behalf of my best friend, co-host, and best person in the world, Mia A. Bird, who's not with us, and for, thank you, gentlemen, I love you. The Dennis Brothers, band director and keyboardist, George Dennis, and the Pied Piper himself, Lou Dennis. From the neighborhood that we grew up together, Bernard King. Folks, you'll never see Bernard. You'll never see Bernard, but you will see his representatives. My very own, Chef Lorenzo. Chef Lorenzo, I'll see you at home. Behave yourself. Butch, Officer Bernard. Where you guys at? Come on out. Say a few words to the folks. It's a half an hour show, guys. Faith, fun, food, and friends and family. Once again, we want to thank the young people that opened up our show. And I want to thank our crew, Mr. Watson, Vivian Crawford from Conversations Across Time. Viv, when are you on? Tuesdays, 9:30. And we have in the control room, Lisa Barnes, our audio director, Donald Butler, our technical director, and the wonderful Joseph is directing. So, you folks in the audience, thank you for coming out. You folks at home, thank you. And I want to let you know, if you are a performing artist or musician, if you are a budding or professional chef, if you do dance, spoken word, hip hop, you name it, come to us. We want to feature you. One of the blessings I have is I have the opportunity to direct some shows for my friend Vivian Crawford from time to time. I've always been her audio director. I get a chance to direct, and also with my friend Ali Hackett, King of the Oldies. I'm directing his show. I'm taking over, I'm directing his show. Hopefully next show we will have representatives from the Libby Spencer Dancers. We did a marvelous show with some women our age who are tap dancing, and he learned from a woman, Libby Spencer, who's long since been gone, but the Libby Spencer Dancers, I do believe, were started in 1958 at the Marian Anderson Recreation Center, and they are still teaching our young people dance, jazz dance, African dance, tap dance, and I think they might even do some more current things. So, all sorts of things happen on the Chef Trek Adventures show. I want to thank my friend Sergio, who is one of our technicians here, who came out and we had a little sword business. We're working on more special effects. This is the first time thing. My editor's here, and he does a lot of special effects. So it's like about, if you can think of it, folks, we can do it. Those of you who see this behind me, it's a green screen. But when you look at our monitor, you don't see it. It's gone. Even though I have disappeared a lot better, but we're still working on it. So until next we meet, Faith, family, friends, and food, Chef Trek Adventures, Bernard King, the band, the crew, the audience, we love you. We'll see you soon.
Boom, a boom, boom. He's Chef Track on the fast track. He's Chef Track on the fast track. He's shaking and baking and mixing and fixing nutritious meals, nutritious meals. He's Chef Track on the fast track. He's Chef Track on the fast track. His food is so good, good. His food is so good,